Hey, Hesbos. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Missed you. We all missed you. Me and Zack missed you. What do we got? We got stuff to say. Calendars are still for sale. Check it out, hesbystreetpod.com. We got our live shows up there. Some stuff has been canceled because of Omicron, but I will be in Medford, Oregon, January 28th and 29th. February 11th and 12th, San Diego, Madhouse Comedy Club. And then I'll be up in Washington later in February. All the show dates are at hesbystreetpod.com. You got any show dates?
Sonoma. I'm going to be up there in January, on the 15th of January.
Hell yeah. So check that out. Check us out on Instagram at hesbystreetpod, patreon.com/hesbystreet for one extra episode every Friday. And then, yeah, like and subscribe on YouTube. And also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review us. It really helps the algorithm out. And I think that's it. Start it.
Enjoy the show. You know what we need is like a trademark. You know, like I listen to some podcasts and they'll have like a thing they say every time. I guess Hey Hesbos is it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it'd be something like enjoy the show, or like, I guess we could maybe start saying all everything is nothing. So we get like a call and repeat a little bit so that when we finally do take this live and all the Hesbos are in the crowd, give them a chance to participate.
Dude, we're going to do a live show soon. I'm thinking spring.
Yeah.
You know, once this Omicron situation chills the fuck out.
Right.
I'm looking at you, Omicron.
I'm looking right into those beady, spiky
It
eyes.
really sucks. It really sucks. Like SF Sketchfest got canceled. Mm-hmm. Or I love it's postponed till 2023, which I mean, like, just call it canceled.
Yeah, right.
It really bums me out.
Well, congrats on getting into SF Sketchfest 2023.
Thanks, man.
That's like
another year,
impressive.
baby. Yeah, I was. I think
I'm
told
being
you.
considered for 2028.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
keep grinding,
which
dude.
will be Sketchfest 2024.
Right, because the Great War is happening, so 25 to 27 is going to be postponed.
Right.
Yep.
And well, once the unvaxxed children grow fangs and begin attacking us and our cattle, because we need cattle more than ever over the next 12 months.
Oh, you're talking about the Great War of the cattle versus kids.
That's right.
Yeah, the kids versus cattle war.
Yeah.
Which, who saw that coming?
We
did here on Hesby Street.
We were always thinking children of the corn. Cattle. That's where they're at.
Cattle.
They don't need corn.
I don't know. Did you see Children of the Corn?
I've seen parts of it.
Do they come out of the corn? What is the corn reference to?
I think it's just like that middle of nowhere hinterland. You ever heard that term?
No.
Yeah, I just learned it the other day.
Oh, fun.
Hinterland. It means like, fuck, I already forget the definition.
Like the Midwest?
It's like the unpopulated, kind of like the
flyover states.
Flyover state, yeah.
Okay.
That would count as part of the hinterlands.
Well,
I guess the kids are there. I think they're aliens, but like they live in kind of seclusion.
Why does it smell like something's burning? Well, there was a literal dumpster fire outside our podcast studio.
Which in some cultures I hear is a good omen.
It is a great omen. It is not yet. 2022. You know what sucks? All right, so we got COVID. I don't even know if we've addressed that.
Yeah.
That's why we missed a week. Mine's lasted like a solid week. Our voices are still kind of, you might hear it, a little congested. Like, we're over.
The smoke should clear that out.
The smoke clear.
The burning garbage right outside my doorstep.
I don't even know the point I was trying to make. It's just like I was feeling very optimistic. You know, things were going well, and then it really like you get COVID or any kind of sickness, and like I feel defeated.
Yeah.
And then it's just like one thing, and then it's like, hey, dumpster fire in your life.
Yeah.
Or just like it rained for 4 or 5 days in a row, and it's just like, when does this shit stop?
Well, I mean, are you new here?
It's not that bad.
Are you
right.
new to, well, it's also like you've been down before and then you've come up from it.
Right.
So like it just means that there's another upswing.
Everything's temporary.
This too shall pass.
Okay. Yeah.
This fire might not. I mean, if it passes, it could pass over the entire
Well, it's just like, can you turn a fan on?
I don't know if does that help?
I don't know.
It's just blowing more smoke around, I think.
I don't understand. But
I can open the back windows here.
No, we're fine. Let's just get through this podcast.
All right, guys, this might be our last one. If we suffocate, and somehow get this podcast posted wherever you find podcasts.
I like to think a good friend of ours would be like, you know what? We're going to post the last pod, the podcast.
Their blood-curdling screams.
Yep.
It is smoky.
Smoky.
It's crazy. We're potting next to a literal, like the fire was massive.
And the fire department got here pretty fast. Good on you, LA Fire Department.
It's a major road outside. So
I'm giving some props to the firemen, dude.
There's one
or
lady
women.
I'm just seeing. I look through the smoke and I just see one lady just fiddling with a fire extinguisher. I'm like, honey, pull the thing and squeeze the
dude, have you ever used a fire extinguisher?
Are they harder
so
than
fun.
they look?
No, they're not hard.
Okay, so that person just couldn't figure out how to turn it on.
It's yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you pull the thing and you squeeze.
I just looked. I'm like, nah. That's enough I needed to see to know this is taken care of. Someone going,
I feel it in my eyes.
Yeah, it's a burner.
Should we stop?
No, we got
to pod through this.
The Hesbos, we stopped for COVID.
We stopped for COVID. We can't stop just because of one fire.
Hell or high water. That's the title of this episode.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Steer the ship. I need a minute.
Okay. Water is rising in the apartment. Speaking of high water, it rained a few days here. Good for the earth.
Yeah. Boy, did we need. If I hear one more person say, well, we sure did need it.
We did need it.
I'll punch them right in the fucking head.
There's snow in mountains again.
Yeah, snow in mountains again. We
Okay.
got a snowpack.
Okay, so rained hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bed. I have COVID.
Okay.
I hear dripping, and I'm like, man, it's really coming down hard outside.
Oh, no.
Turn on the lights. My bedroom floor, puddle. Windowsill, dripping.
Didn't you just go through this?
It's coming through the frame.
What frame? The door frame?
The window frame.
Oh, the window
facing
frame.
outside. So I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, that's not anything I can do. This is just a porous, like they glued it poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So water is just pouring in all night. So all I am left to do is put towels out.
Right.
And by wake up in the morning, they're sogging. Do laundry, bring more dry towels.
Yeah.
Call the landlord. He says like Monday. Monday's a good day. And I'm like, yeah, I get that.
What day is it? It's like Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
And then he just doesn't call Monday. This is a thing he's done a few times.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the landlord, he's the property manager.
Right.
And I called him when water was dripping from the roof in our bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, it's always on a Friday, isn't it? And I'm like, I don't know. It's happening now a lot.
Today is Friday.
And then he goes, well, if it's really bad, like really, really bad, call me back. I'm like, all right, thanks for your help. He's like, otherwise, Monday.
Mm-hmm.
These are both situations where Monday has come and gone. And then another Monday has come and gone.
Right.
And I don't hear from him.
Yeah.
So I message him, doesn't write back. Radio silence. Yesterday, I get an email from the guy taking over for our project manager who's done.
Property manager
who's done. And no, you know what? We're living in the projects now. No. And he writes this long, heartfelt, like, as some of you may already know, I'll make it up his name, like Johnny is gone, and I am here taking over. And I realize I have very big shoes to fill. And I'm like, bro, you don't need. I'm like, is this what it's like to work for like a soulless tech company?
Right.
Where it's like, all right. I realize family is what matters here, and I couldn't be. It's like, dude, this is Uber. Can I please have health insurance?
Can I please just help?
Yeah.
I'm so wet.
I have a broken leg.
I've got pneumonia.
You guys actually sold me a car that I'm forever in debt for. Can I please? It's
just anything you promised me would be fine.
Yeah. I'm like, here's starters. Read the past emails from me to this email address, and let's start there.
Yep.
And I bet the shoes will get smaller. The shoes you are filling, they're going to shrink right up. Mm-hmm. You're going to realize that last guy, piece of fucking shit.
That's probably the last email you'll get from this guy. Was just him coming out the gates being like, I'm going to be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Where do I send chocolates? Oh, Captain, my Captain. It's like, dude, fix this. Fix my place.
So did you get it fixed?
No. The email was last night.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm probably going to have to reach out and tell him, like,
Right.
hey, not sure if you know where the last guy left off, but He's a big fan of Mondays.
Yeah. My house is gone. It's on fire right now. It's somehow on fire and flooded.
Yeah, disregard the water. We have a new element in town. It's just so funny when your job is, and I get it. I'm not trying to like undersell what you have to deal with being a property manager.
Yeah.
Lord knows how many properties he's dealing with. And sometimes you reach out to your plumbers and electricians and they can't get.
Being property manager it seems like such an easy gig. I've known some people that did it because it's like, oh, you get free rent. You live on the premises.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, nah, because everyone's got a problem all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And some people are awful. And this is my thing is like we've had 5 consecutive like problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's stuff we need to fix.
Right.
Like our power's out and we can't turn it back on.
Yeah.
And it's the winter. Like we want our heater to work again,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And by the 4th or 5th problem, I'm like, I'm not this guy.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
nothing would make me happier than never even knowing who you are.
Listen,
Like,
I would love to duct tape something, but none of that can be fixed with duct tape. Please come make me not freeze to death.
the duct tape's like blowing water balloons. So yeah, the rain is good for Earth, not good for the inside of my apartment. I go, did it need this? Did we need this? I'm just shouting out my window.
It's also like we live in a desert.
Yeah.
San Diego, Los Angeles, that's a desert.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need the rain. Up there needs the rain. Northern Cal, where we steal our water from.
Yeah.
Let the rain go there.
Yeah.
They need it so we can take it.
We need that pipe to have it.
Yeah, we just need, just that big reservoir.
Yeah.
Reservoir?
Oh no, that's another tough one for you. Yeah, reservoir is an animal that eats reserves.
That's right.
It's someone that actually needs reservations wherever they eat. I'm kind of a reservoir. Dude, I'm speaking of eating. I'm gonna break your heart again.
Oh gosh darn it.
Where'd
you go?
I ordered out pizza from Nancy Silverton.
I bet you did.
It's the best fucking
Nancy
pizza on earth.
Silverton is a goddamn hero.
Dude, she is a god among
From
humans.
Pizza Matza?
Yeah.
Place is good.
It's so good. Oh.
She's a Seawolf.
Is she?
She's a Sonoma State Seawolf.
Damn.
Yeah, that's our only famous alum.
Really?
And the guy and
Larry Allen.
And Larry Allen and the actor who plays Jack in the Jack in the Box commercials.
Robin Williams. Oh, the voiceover guy?
Yeah.
Does he actually don the hat and like do the body work or no?
I don't know.
He's not that talented.
You can't do both.
God, so I always thought they switched out the guy because you like eventually your rate goes up.
I think it's the same voice. I think it's the same dude.
Damn, good for him.
Dude, he's got that flow from Geico money, flow from Progressive money, but he can still,
no one knows who he is.
sit at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And just be in peace.
He's probably so unknown and unrecognizable that he tells people.
He's got to.
He gets drunk at the country club.
And no one
You ever
believes
see
him.
the EA Sports It's in the Game guy?
Oh, yeah. That's
he pops
pretty
up
funny.
everywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, let's see you fucking do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, EA Sports, it's in the game. It's
And
like,
he goes,
whack. I'm like, sir, you're living my dream. I'm going to become a famous actor, and my catchphrase is going to be like, and by famous actor, I mean one of these commercial people. Mm-hmm. And then my phrase is going to be like, yeah, Domino's, I need my foot-long pizza now. And then I'm going to be drunk at a party. All right, I'll do it, but just this once.
Do it.
Domino's, I need my foot-long pizza now.
You're not the guy. You're not that guy.
I'm the fucking guy, dude. I'll buy this house from you.
Dude, you're not that guy.
I'm the guy.
You do a good impression of the guy, but you ain't that guy.
All right, man. You guys want to smoke some crack or what?
Yes.
Try crack.
Finally. Would you take a progressive gig where you were like flow from Progressive, but you couldn't be in other stuff?
How much am I making like a year?
$2 million.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
But you can't act in anything.
I'll give up art.
You can't do stand up.
You want to ask how much to rip art from me?
Yeah, $2 million.
$2 million. A year.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
And honestly, I'd go lower.
I know. But I just wanted to see.
I would just go to like a foreign country and fucking make like kung fu movies like Bruce Lee.
What sucks about it is like
Thank you for taking that all of that seriously.
you were gonna be like, I believe in you.
I'm gonna go to a foreign country and make kung fu movies like Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Is that allowed in your contract? They're like, no, you live in the doghouse. We got you.
They'll react the same way. They're like, okay. So I was thinking, And I'm like, take me seriously. Goodbye, everyone.
I wish I could have a candid conversation with Flo from Progressive. I want to know how she feels about it.
She could never tell you.
She can't.
Right.
But off the record.
Yeah, green room talk.
Green room talk.
She might be like, ugh.
It's not the best.
Can I give you a note to send to my family? Tell them I'm okay. I got really drunk, and I took a ton of mushrooms.
Oh.
And then forgot because I was so blacked out.
So you blacked out, took mushrooms?
I blacked out, took mushrooms, and woke up.
That's
just like,
scary.
And like I could see.
What, you woke up like middle of the night, or this is morning?
Middle of the night.
Oof.
And I was seeing shit, and I'm like, what the
And you didn't know you were on mushrooms?
And it took me a second to be like it was like almost like a nightmare. Like I think if I was a younger me, I've done this and been like, I want out.
Is this while you're on COVID? While you're on COVID?
While
you had COVID?
While I had COVID.
Damn, so you were, which already puts your head in a weird space.
Yeah.
And then you got blacked out drunk.
Yep.
Which is dumb because you're recovering.
Yeah.
And then blacked out drunk. At least you can ride a scooter.
I did not ride a scooter this time.
Yes, you stayed in the house.
Yeah.
But ate mushrooms. A lot.
I ate it.
Well, you don't know because you were blacked out.
Feeling the high, I was like, this is a lot.
This is a lot.
I can see hieroglyphs everywhere I look.
Really?
Like literally. Like
Okay.
literal patterns.
Was it
It was repeating.
Would you consider this a good or bad trip?
So
Some of both?
I was able to kind of harness it.
Okay.
Like the beauty of like me now taking mushrooms is I know what's real and who I am. And I think when I'm younger, I don't know who I am and I'm worried I'm going to lose what's real. So that fear crept in.
Oh, hold on. When you say you know what's real and you know who you are, do you mean that in a strictly just like, I know that I'm on drugs and I know what reality is? Or are you talking about like you know who you are as a person?
Okay, so it's like, think about it this way. If you walked out of your apartment and just got blindside hit by a truck,
okay,
and then you're in this like dead space. Say our souls and body live on in somewhere else.
okay,
Do you worry that part of you will be like, oh my God, I was Torio and I'm out of that now. You know what I mean? Like that existence is over.
your body. Right.
Yeah, your body and maybe your personality, your identity. You know, who knows how much of it goes to the next. So
to answer your question, kind of.
Okay,
I kind of get what you mean.
That's what's happened to me on my worst trips of mushrooms. I've screamed like, is my brother real? Like, are my parents like, am I going to see them again? Like, is this over? And now I can't get back to them. So that fear this time crept in. Like, that's how big of a trip this was where I'm like, oh my God, like my wife, like, cause she wasn't,
you're not sure you're going to return.
She was quarantining. So it's like, I couldn't even open a door and go see her.
Right.
So I'm like, I got to get back to like her and like my family and the people I love. And then like I'm old enough now that I can tell myself, hey, you're going to get back there.
Right.
This is just mushrooms.
Got it.
So
it is just a thing where like I'm on a drug.
Yeah.
It's the same way with me and marijuana. Like the first few times I'd freak the fuck out.
Right.
And now I'm able to be like, you are on a thing.
Yeah. It's an altered state. And then it allows you to kind of embrace what's happening.
Okay.
And then see like, what is my brain showing me? You know, our brain will show us weird things in dreams, you know, and I think I've told you this before. I have these dreams and I'd love to hear if a Hesbo has this. They call it deja vu. But mine feels like I actually woke up from a dream and talked about this to whoever I was near. Like I would be,
but that's also a dream.
I'd see
like
you,
a dream within a dream.
No, I'd see you in the morning at Hesby Street at the house we lived at.
Yeah.
And I would say, dude, I had the weirdest dream and it's so random, but we were sitting at a place and there was like a red curtain behind you and you wrote your tip and you said, how much did you tip? And I was like, I'm not going to tell you. But then I saw you tip more than me. And then I wrote more, you know, and you go, what a random weird dream.
Yeah.
And then like 2 years from me telling you that, it happens.
In real life.
And I go, I dreamt this. I don't remember who I talked to, but sometimes I tell Elizabeth, do you remember the dream I told you about this? She goes, nah. You know, I mean, you tell me so many fucking weird things. I can't keep track. I have those dreams. I wonder if anyone else has that, where they felt like it's not just deja vu, like, oh, I feel like I've done this before, but I had a dream this exact thing happened. So
you dream something into existence,
or
potentially,
or to me, it feels more like my dream is telling me that this will happen. It existed already.
Got it.
I'm close to saying time is a flat circle.
I get it.
Okay. And it's getting there. Hey, man, everything's getting crazy. But that's kind of like what I get with like mushrooms, where it's less like, oh, there's just a weird dream.
All right. So what happened on this trip?
Because
we could talk.
I can't remember because I was wasted.
In theory about mushrooms forever, I feel like.
I did wake up and it was like my dad was dead looking at me, and that was scary.
He was dead.
He was like lying dead in the bed next to me. And it was like my bed now.
Okay. And his eyes were open?
And his eyes were open.
Freaky.
And then I would open my eyes and he wasn't there.
So do you think
I would close them to go back to sleep, and it was bright and he was there. And there was this like ringing kind of like staticky sound, and I realized my fan was on. So I'm like, all right, turning you off because that's not feeling right. And then every time I opened my eyes, it was like glowing, sort of like Tomb Raider like writing in repeating sort of like fractals. And this happens on DMT too. Mm-hmm. Fractals, they call it.
Okay.
And so it'll be like a symbol or a weird thing, you know, maybe like a hieroglyph, bigger and bigger on itself. So it becomes kind of like a mosaic in a mosaic.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting anxiety.
No, I'm listening.
Because we're talking about drugs.
Uh-huh.
So then I felt like love in my heart, just like overwhelmed feeling of love. And I got up and I came and slept out on the couch next to where my brother was on the air mattress, and just like put my hand like on his shoulder and like slept like, brother's real, brother's here. Just like a reminder to myself, like, you exist, we're existing, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
And I told him some of the things I was feeling, and he was like, holy shit, man, you really had a trip. Like, he took them, and I think he was just too drunk for them to even kick in. I don't know what happened.
What do you think the hieroglyphics were trying to communicate to you?
I think, and this is going to sound crazy, but I think it's just like something in our brains from like a primal state, like memory burned in. Mm-hmm. Like our DNA, we kind of like are an extension of our parents, right? We carry like some of their baggage and their issues in us inherently. Sure. I think it goes like from that, but like back to like, you know, ancient.
You think you're
ancestry?
Okay.
It's like we don't think about having a heartbeat, right? We just have one. Or we don't think about breathing. We just breathe.
Right. And
that comes from like a primal reminder, right? It's like a different part of our brain that's just like it's doing that for us.
Okay.
So I think there are other things like that that go way back,
and that you know hieroglyphics.
No, it's not that I know it, but I was just seeing it. Like it wasn't something that I could read or made sense. It was
interesting.
It was more just like symbols. And yeah, it's a thing that people see often. And I wonder if it's just maybe influenced by me looking into that stuff. But I mean, what I saw is I was just looking around like, whoa, it's beautiful. And it would glow. It's almost like breathing. It was breathing.
Do you think maybe if you like could remember which symbols, right, and then you match that up with the Stargate, it would like open the portal to the you know what I mean?
Realize you're kidding, and I'm gonna answer genuinely yes.
Yeah, man. I think you're just on. Yeah, I would love to believe that. Right. I got to do mushrooms, I guess, so I can really, because it sounds nuts.
Yeah,
and that's coming from someone that owns crystals.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think you would learn a lot from it, but the thing is, you have to be open to it. You know what I mean?
I'm open to it.
Like you can't. Well, no, but I feel like while it's taking over and you're feeling things, I think you might be like, I want this to stop.
Totally.
Which is an understandable feeling. It's what I felt when I was younger. Mm-hmm. I wasn't mature enough to take them because I'm like, I want normal life. Drugs are bad. I want out.
Yeah.
I made a terrible mistake. I'm a crazy person now that took drugs. You know, you gotta.
You are a crazy. You're a druggie.
Says the guy that takes fucking Nepritol or whatever, Zorlafil.
What are you talking about?
Some fucking Western big pharma shit for your gout.
For my gout of gout?
You take stuff, man.
I take Prozac.
And I take freelance amateur Zack. Like, you signed the fatty contract? No, dude. I'm doing it for the love of the game.
I like that. Yeah. No, I mean,
let's
do it. You got mushrooms right now?
I do.
Let's just trip the fuck out.
Let's do it.
All right.
Right now?
No.
Okay. We're in a good place.
I said no.
I've heard you should fast before you do it. For like to really feel like a pure high, not be.
Did you not eat today?
I haven't eaten today.
I ate today.
What'd you have?
I had some toast and some sausage.
Oh yeah, the ancients do speak harsh. They have a harsh stance against toast.
They don't
and
like
sausage.
toast. Yeah.
More of a beans. I saw like British breakfasts, that you just eat beans.
It's weird.
It's so
Bangers
gross
and
to
beans.
me. Yeah, what is that?
I don't know, man.
What kind of beans are they, you think?
They're like
Tomato-y?
They're like white. Yeah, they're like white beans and kind of a sauce.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Dude, the British, man. I'm glad we got rid of them.
I got a big problem with them.
Me too. Yeah.
Having a queen.
I don't like it.
God save her. Yeah,
What's her
God's
deal?
taking good care of her. God save us.
Yeah, because we lost our queen, dude.
Who's our queen?
Betty White, dog.
That's right, man.
Queen of comedy. Queen of America.
R.I.P. Betty White.
I miss her. Right before her 100th birthday.
There are some great anecdotes about her coming out. That's always the beautiful part of like losing someone awesome.
Yeah.
Elizabeth told me one of them that she read. It was a woman said it was her first time acting on a show with Betty White was on, and she said hi to her, and she was like, "Oh, it's very nice," And she said something about being married. Are you married? Yeah, I'm married. I think she saw her ring. Oh, you're married? Yeah, I'm married. She's like, yeah, back in my day, if you wanted to fuck a guy, you had to marry him. So I got married 3 times.
Yeah, I heard someone was telling me that she divorced her first husband because he like wasn't supportive of her career.
Damn.
She was just like, bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be Betty White.
Yeah. And he's like, hello. Socks are still on my feet.
Yeah.
What happened to socks off?
Socks off.
She was like, sorry, I got to go knock America's socks off.
That's right.
And she did it.
I hope I die at 99 and people are like, damn, he still had more to offer. Like that's the thing with Betty White is like she still had more in the tank, man. She could have still entertained us.
Okay, man. It's hard for me to keep track of what you want when you die. So we have to all be really sad.
You have to mourn the shit out of it.
Okay, Hesbos, are you guys taking notes here?
Yeah,
Torio, if Torio dies, because hey, technology's crazy.
It's never happened. Dude, have you listened to so I don't know how to like broach the subject, but like Bezos and Zuckerberg and the rich they're like putting real research money into anti-aging technology.
Okay.
And I remember at Sketchfest like 4 or 5 years ago, there's a podcast. I wish I remembered the name, but it was essentially a comedian would interview a scientist on something, and they did a live pod. They were interviewing this scientist, this woman who was working on anti-aging, and she was like, and just to be clear, like this isn't like anti-aging cream. This isn't like we're gonna make you look younger even though you're older. Like we're gonna straight up. Like the technology theoretically is there, is that your cells won't age.
Wow.
And then so I remember listening to that, and they make it funny and it's like, but you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of scientists working on everything. But it's like now that real rich people are putting in millions of dollars into this, it's like, oh, so this is like closer than maybe we thought.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying kind of to think like, oh, so Jeff Bezos just will never die.
Well, it's also like people are supposed to die.
Yeah.
Like the earth can't handle everyone living forever.
Yeah.
And then having kids who will live forever.
But maybe they won't have kids.
Oh.
Maybe it'll just be like, all
right, you got to promise. You want to be young.
You want to be young. Snip, snip, dude.
Yeah. I like that deal. Done. That's a fair deal. Except, okay, what scares me is this would be a good movie, but like what scares me is say you sign on to do it. Mm-hmm. What if you want to like die and age? Is it like a one and done thing?
Like commit suicide?
Well, I guess you could commit suicide, but
right.
I was thinking like,
yeah, just because you could still get hit by a car.
What if you want to age again?
Oh, you want to get
like
old?
Does it wear off?
Like, can you get the vasectomy reversed?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably. I have no idea.
For the sake of this conversation, let's say no.
Let's say no, yeah. You got to stay young.
You got to stay young forever.
You got to stay that hot piece of ass forever.
Yeah. And people are like, ow. And you're like, I'm 142. But thank you.
It'd be cool if nothing aged but your voice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like Olivia Wilde, super hot. Just like, I'm gonna suck you dry.
Yeah. She's like, where am I? Oh, yes. In the thralls of a lover.
Yeah.
So you're like, this is my smoke show Instagram model girlfriend. And she's like, I have a candy just for you for meeting me today. And you're like, dude, you are smoking hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so Torio, this is your new
All right, so she's really hot, but
Right.
she's how old?
Her
mentally?
name has to be a hot girl name,
like a
Jetta.
Jetta. Okay.
Yeah, she's named after a Volkswagen.
All right.
This is my girlfriend Jetta Blue.
Passat.
Rory.
Rory.
That's a hot girl.
Rory's
name
a hot name. Yeah.
for a girl. Mm-hmm. Rory Sky.
You know, I got a cousin named Rory. He's hot.
No, it's got to be a girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm old school.
All right. So Rory Scott.
Rory Sky.
Rory Sky. That does
Yeah.
sound like a little porny, but could be real.
Yeah, right. It could be like a Norse thing.
How does she spell Sky?
SKA with an umlaut over it. I.
I like it. All right, guys. This is my I've been kind of seeing this girl. We don't want to like put labels on it really, but she's old, which is pretty progressive of me.
You know what? As a dear friend of yours, I kind of predicted this. You got kind of an old soul to you. I could see you dating an older woman.
So she is old, except she stopped aging at in early 20s.
Oh my God.
So she looks young for her age.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is she in a kennel or the car, or are you going to bring her in here?
She's in the restroom. She's gonna.
Okay.
She just wanted to freshen up. She's nervous to meet you all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, dude, I'll tell you what. No matter what, young, old, beautiful, if she takes care of my man T,
Yeah.
I'm ready to meet her. Let me just take a big old gulp of my lemonade before she gets here.
Okay. She's here, man.
What?
This is Rory Sky.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's
Are you
fucking beautiful.
Play it cool, man. She's old though.
Does she always wear like the bikini thong in
Yeah.
restaurants with like the earmuffs on top?
Yeah,
Is
she
she
did-
hot or cold?
she
I don't
said-
get it.
She
She's
said
got mittens on.
She said she reached a certain age where she just stopped giving fucks, dude. She just
Wow.
wears what she wants.
And that age is 24? What is she?
She's 103.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But
Okay.
she got all hopped up on that remember they made that anti-aging thing legal for like a
Forgot
second?
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and she got into it.
Hard.
Yeah, well, you just had to do it once, I guess.
Right. And you can't do it again.
You can't do it again. She wants out, but
Okay.
and so she's dated everyone, pretty much.
Rory.
And so now it's my turn.
It's so nice to meet you. Come closer. Come closer.
Yeah, that's
Come.
don't
Press against my fake boobs.
get closer, man. Touch her.
I don't know, dude. I'm shy. Like, she's really hot. Like, I want to be. She's so hot. I want to be like extra respectful, but it's more just fear.
You know what, man? You have my permission. Just touch whatever. Get in there and figure it out.
No, I don't, Rory. I would never. No, I'll have a go.
And it's weird because the boobs aren't technically fake. They just don't age.
Oh, they don't age. Yes, just listen to my man Torio.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
Wow, my teeth falling out. Nope, they're perfectly attached to my gums.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you keep forgetting.
Torio, I don't think I'm forgetting. 'Cause she sounds like an old cartoon.
Yeah,
like an
her-
old cartoon
Right, so
of an old woman.
she's a little self-conscious about it. But
What are you saying? My ears are, they're perfectly healthy looking, but it's still, in the brain. I'm not.
It's just because we're whispering.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where I came from, if you whispered, it meant you were putting a curse on someone's family.
Yeah, she grew up in a different realm.
No, it felt like that at times, but just a dense forest.
Just yeah. Well, yeah.
We did see many folk. A lot of foxes.
Yep, that's true. Right.
And what else happened there? I fell in a well for a little while. That was probably one of the worst days of my life.
I haven't even heard. This is what's so great about Rory is she's lived such a long life that there's so many stories I haven't even heard of yet.
My father built tanks for the war effort.
And it's crazy. Which for the American side?
So for us forest people, there wasn't a lot of context. They just handed us sheets of metal.
Right. So you were just in the forest, but you had the technology to build tanks.
They wanted the tanks built in the forest so that the enemy couldn't see what we were up to.
Okay.
And as it were,
Right.
I feel like you guys don't use as it were anymore.
We don't.
I'm starting to forget how to use it myself. We're all doing the lit and litty
Yep.
and drip
Yep. We're doing drip lord.
and drip lord and what else are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are the
Aging.
other
Most
ones?
of us are aging.
That's right. You're aging. I am ripe as a peach. Do you still have peaches?
We still have peaches. They don't taste as good, I've heard.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't attest to that because we were forbidden
From eating peaches.
Yes.
In the forest.
in the forest. Yes.
And where was this?
Somewhere apparently so close to the king that we couldn't hunt or eat fruit from the trees.
There was a king?
I believe so.
What is his name?
Oh, well, now you're really making me use the old noggin. It was either Gunther or Mortimer or Azalea.
Okay, so King Azalea
Pick
or
one.
Mortimer.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is everything okay?
He was a scoundrel. Or what do you call he was an op. What's a word for scoundrel these days?
Op.
He was an op.
Yep.
And we did not vibe.
Yep. Bad vibes
Yes.
among King Mortimer
And his entire court.
in his entire court. And this was 100 years ago.
Well,
So in the
we're looking at like
1920s?
140 years ago.
Okay.
No, yes, because I was born 135 years ago. So yeah, right, leading up to my birth.
Got it. So late 1800s.
Yes.
And I'm assuming some kind, maybe Eastern Europe.
Yes. and
Yeah,
we were-
probably.
We were peasants. I mean, we didn't have much. And I fought tooth and nail to get into, literally tooth and nail. It was a box that they held a badger in, and it was gifted to the President of the United States.
Okay.
So I fought every tooth and nail out of that badger to take its place.
You fought a badger
in the dark
to take its
in
place
a crate.
in a crate.
Yes, at first I snuck into the crate, they sealed it, and I still thought, finally, a chance at a new life.
Okay.
And the growl I heard coming from the other corner of that crate.
So it was just you and a badger.
Yes.
And you fight to the death. Winner gets to stay in
Right.
crate.
Right. And so
Did you ever consider coexisting with the badger?
oh, it was honestly a preferred notion. I mean, those were my terms, but then the badger wouldn't have any of it.
The badger, yeah,
Not
badgers,
agreeable.
They're pretty territorial, yeah.
And so I had to wrestle the life out. I'm sorry, my little glittery thong is riding up my butthole.
This happens sometimes when she gets excited during a story.
You know what's funny is I haven't learned how to sit in these bikinis. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I always used to wool.
You could stand.
Just like you just got one sheet. Is that all right? Yeah, you can stand. Rory? Is Rory a name from the village? Not so much. No, I thought I'd reinvent myself.
What is happening? I love this woman.
If
I'm in love with
Torio,
Rory.
be respectful.
Sorry.
As you were, Rory, I am enraptured by this.
Go ahead. Continue.
Thank you.
So you killed the badger.
Does anyone have like either a rock tea? Do you have rock tea?
Yeah,
here?
we can make you some rock tea.
Just like
So you
I
want
need
us to
iron.
you need to steep,
I need ore
So you just want us to steep some ore,
Some
and
gravel.
some water.
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
and strain it obviously once. Get all the
course.
dirt out.
Yes, of course.
And then give me every drop of what's left.
okay.
Thank you, Torio. My little love bug.
Uh-huh.
So where were we? Yes, I showed up on the shores of Ellis Island of the West, now known as Angel Island. Not many angels on that island, no.
So you
You know what there were a lot of? Chinese.
yeah. Yeah, that would make sense in the West.
That's right, Love Muffin. Mm-hmm. And we were at odds with each other.
She came up in a different time, just before she continues. You know?
Right. I have to keep telling people that. Where's my placard that you put around my neck that hangs from my breast that says I'm from a different time?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's there.
Oh my God, it's so deeply wedged between my massive fake tatas.
Yeah, they're real. I don't know why you keep calling them fake.
Oh, they just feel so fake.
Just because they don't age.
They should be down to my knees by now. What is happening?
You know what happened.
Okay, so I opted for surgery, if you're all wondering.
Okay.
And they said, would you like to keep your name? Which was Mildred Dirtwash.
Mildred, and you changed it.
And I thought, Mildred Dirtwash.
A beautiful name, in my opinion.
Rather offensive. No, I thought Rory Sky.
Okay.
I saw the name Rory on a boy, and I thought, that's an ugly name for a boy. But if a girl had that name, as you say here, wah wah wee wah.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite moving motion pictures.
Borat
and Borat 2.
Okay. You're talking about the moving pictures.
The moving motion talkies.
Got it.
Where where you don't have to, not the ones where they show a little bit of action and then it'll be words. So many years of my life wasted watching those things. Mm-hmm. But a cheaper time. For a nickel back then.
What could you get?
You could have your entire family assassinated, go see a movie, have a chocolate ice cream cone.
For just a nickel.
And tell a police officer that he needs to clean up your neighborhood. Now, they don't clean up your neighborhood anymore.
That's true. Sometimes they just set dumpsters on fire.
That's right. As a threat. But you can't threaten me. I've fought a badger tooth and nail. And man, it was Liddy. Logan Paul couldn't have done that.
Well,
you kids and your Logan Pauls and your, what's the thing?
Jake Paul.
Jake Pauls and your crypto.
Yep.
And your Matt Damon crypto commercials about explorers. Are my nipples falling out of this tiny bikini?
Yeah.
My Lord.
Get them back in
My
there.
word.
We should get you home.
Honey,
We should get you home.
It was so nice meeting your friends.
Yes, it was. I would love to say she's usually not like this, but this is pretty much her.
Rory, it was such a pleasure. I'm going to kiss your hand if you don't mind. Oh, my goodness. You are old school, my friend. All right. Torio, could you hang back for a sec?
Yeah. I'll beat you in the car.
Can I talk to you about her?
Yeah.
Dude.
What's up, man?
I mean, what's up?
Yeah, well, you don't like her?
Torio.
What?
I think it's pretty obvious what's up, man.
What's up? What is it?
You really want me to tell you?
Yeah, what's the big deal? We're in love.
Dude, I'm saying this as your friend.
Uh-huh.
She and I are in love.
I'll kill you.
I'll fight you to the death.
You're going to be the badger, dude.
I can hear you boys talking. You know, you are younger than most anything that lived in my village for at least 100 years. That's right. We also did the math for 135 years.
I'm beginning to think maybe we have not beat COVID yet.
Why?
There might be, I don't know if this...
Oh, like residual effects?
Yeah, I feel like maybe this episode was just one... I think you might still be on mushrooms.
I could very much still be on mushrooms.
You're still tripping a little bit. I think COVID's still got a lock on our brain. And something's
I did a
gone
ton
wrong.
of mushrooms once. The king had threatened to have me murdered, and as a chance to escape torture, I ate as many as I could, hoping they would kill me.
Okay, hon.
Do you guys
that's
ever see
fine.
hieroglyphs?
A story for next time.
Do you ever see like ancient Egyptian script? Okay, I'll be in the car.
All right, man. Well, till next week, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final thoughts for the Hesbos?
Do you think Torio should stay with Rory, or should Rory and I give it a go?
Obviously, I need Rory more than you need her. But you're married.
Yeah, but I mean, she's special.
Man.
I've never met anyone like her.
Maybe we could do a throuple situation?
No, I don't share.
All right, well, then we have to fight.
All right. You wouldn't be the first to fight to the death over me. But the last time it happened was for my organs.